think when you watch proper beer reviews, an awful lot of it's like wine reviews, by which I mean made up. Hi gang, and welcome to the second most important Warhammer product review on YouTube. The first most important is obviously the Warhammer candle review from last year, but in this video, we're going to review one of the most elusive Warhammer themed products available. All four of Bugmans Beers. So in case you didn't know, the hub of Warhammer, Games Workshop's head office and manufacturing plant in Nottingham in the UK, contains within it the shining mecca of nerddom that is Warhammer World. And within Warhammer World, as well as the gaming hall, exhibition and stores, there is Bugmans Bar, a pub and restaurant themed around the great Joseph Bugman, dwarf master brewer, in which you can usually find gamers on their tournament lunch break, pilgrims resting after their travels, and on a weeknight half the staff having a post-work drink. And speaking of drinks, Bugmans Bar serves 4 of Joseph Bugman's most famous brews, which as far as I know you can only buy here. But since you can buy them in bottles, we got one of each. And as an authentic test, Gary and I are going to drink all of them, one after the other, while playing with toy soldiers, the way it's meant to be done. The 4 beers in question are Bugman's 6X, Bugman's Troll Brew, Blitzers Best, and Durgruns Hellfire. While I love the idea that Games Workshop keeps a dwarf brewer trapped in a basement in Nottingham, they're actually brewed especially for Games Workshop by the nearby Nottingham Brewery, who make their own range of beers sold around the area, as well as special order brews, which I assume includes these 4. All 4 are British-style real ales and sold in 500ml bottles, as kind of is the standard for ale in the UK. As you can see from the bottle, they're all vegan, which is good for me. That can sometimes be an issue with real ales, depending what they use to fine it or remove sediment. Since all 4 are British real ales, they're not carbonated and would usually be served in a pub chilled, but not, you know, ice cold, then you wouldn't taste anything. These have just been in my fridge for a bit. Right, we've watched some beer review videos on YouTube to see how this is meant to be done, but we're doing all 4 in one evening, so no promises how much we'll stick to that. I've got my most battered Wargaming glasses out to try them in. Gary has a mug from the Nova Open back in 2015, which still, I mean, slightly has its transfer stuck on it. And mine is from the very first US tournament I ever did, St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Media, Philadelphia in 2011. I've no idea why UK events don't involve pint glasses as prizes or merchandise. We definitely buy them. Anyway, as American pint glasses, they're a little too small to fit a full 500ml in, but you know, we'll make do. Let's start with Bugman's Troll Brew. Described as a best bitter, glowing copper, nutty and crisp with gentle hop flavours and the best way to get hammered. It's also apparently not suitable for elves, though it's the weakest of the 4 at 4.2%, so surely most suitable for elves? Pouring it out, this is, well, just what you'd expect, a sort of brown, ale-y beery colour. It looks like a best bitter. Let's see what we think when we taste it. Right then, Troll Brew.
Yeah.
Yep, that is a beer. Well, watching all those beer review videos certainly paid off. Honestly, stick around, we do get better at this. We drank it while playing some Chaos vs. Chaos Warhammer Underworlds, and this is what we thought at the end. So, Troll Brew, Gary, what do you reckon?
Yeah, Troll Brew is nice and mild. I would have this with a burger down a pub.
Pretty standard, like, normal English best bitter beer. Marks out of 5?
I would give this 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
It's not amazing, but it's not unpleasant.
Yeah, as you can probably tell by our lackluster response, this maybe wasn't the best one to start with. It's a standard best bitter, just what it says on the package. It's exactly the sort of beer you'll find in old man pubs up and down the country. It's completely drinkable, it's just really boring. It tastes like a million other things. I think we can all do better. So, on to the next one, Bugman's 6X. This is the famous one, right? The one all the models are drinking in the game. The label describes it as a straw yellow, thirst-quenching, fruity and floral ale, a stout brew for a stout warrior. And pouring out, it's noticeably paler than the last one. Golden ale. Feels a little bit livelier as I'm pouring it. Nice clear, beery colour.
Cheers.
So that's way lighter immediately. Again, it's like a bitter. It's not too hoppy, but it's a bit more like citrusy and flowery.
yeah, it's a nice beer.
It's quite refreshing. Quite a nice, pale, refreshing one. Bugman 6X. It's not the strongest one, though.
A stout brew for a stout warrior.
Does not contain stout.
It's stouty. Yeah. I was going to say it's not stouty at all.
And again, we've got a bit left because Americans don't know what pints are. It's good that I could drink many of those. I'm not sure I could drink many of the other one. Well, look, let's keep drinking it, play a game of Underworlds, and see what we think at the end.
And that's exactly what we did. As you can see from this, we played my Sexy Chaos versus Gary's Angry Chaos, and even though we played 2 games, Gary beat me both times, which, yeah, that's kind of how well I usually do at Underworlds. That second beer, though, went down really fast, so let's see what we thought at the end of it.
So, what did you think of this one?
Yeah, this was a nice beer. I preferred this one to the previous one a little bit. Nice golden colour. Cleaner, a little bit fruity. Yeah, it's nice. I think I would order another one of these after. I wouldn't just have one. I'd have another.
Yeah, it's a lot like crisper, fruitier, easier to drink.
Yeah, definitely easier to drink. Yeah, I could see this going wrong. Like you could have quite a few of those. And the alcohol in this one is 4.5, slightly higher. So misleading that. I would have thought that it was a bit lower. Yeah, this is a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
It's a nice beer.
Yeah, this one was really nice and just really easy to drink. For some reason, I think this might be the one that sells the best at Bugmans, and I can see why. If you're off down the tunnels to fight some rat men, well, this will keep you going all day long. Next up is what I think of as the outlier here, Blitzers Best. Rich and full-bodied, roast and smoky flavoured, smooth, dark stout. Blitzers Best, it's not for goblins.
Right, the third beer on the list is Blitzers Best. It's not for goblins. Gary, are you a goblin?
No, not a goblin.
Not a goblin. All right, fine. I'm not sure I believe you.
3 goblins in a trench coat.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yep. That's good. I like beers like that.
A really chocolatey smell as well.
It's got all the things you get in a good, nice stout, right? It's like chocolatey and coffee.
Yeah, it's very coffee.
Actually, it is really, really coffee. Well, that'll be so that they can do lots of blitzing with it, right? Not like Guinness, which tastes like, I like Guinness, but it tastes like nothing. This is like proper old portery, stouty, real ale.
Roast and smoky flavour. Yeah, I agree with that.
4.4, so it's not as bad, not as alcoholic as the last one. Much heavier than the last one. Weirdly, I think still more drinkable than the bitter at the start.
Yeah, even though it's heavier, I'd drink more than one of those. Yeah.
Interesting that they made the stout. This stout. Interesting they made that the Blood Bowl one. Yeah, for some reason the heaviest beer is the one you drink while you're blitzing.
I like it. Yeah, that one's going away fast.
Yeah.
I'm aware we might be liking them more as we get drunker, but honestly, this one was really nice. We drank it while playing a third game. This time we switched up the gangs to some classic Shadespire ones. My Armoured Orcs versus Gary's Naked Angry Corn Guys. He still took the lead early on, but at least I got the shiny green dice to play with. And although it's not Blood Bowl, both teams felt about right for a beer called Blitzers Best. Let's see what we thought.
I really enjoyed that one. It was really good. Really tasty. I do like a style. I do like a Guinness. Really chocolatey smell of it was nice. It did have a heavy coffee taste.
Best bit I got 3 out of 5. Bugman 6X got 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Marks out of 5?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Absolutely love that one. If I'm about to go blitzing, I want more. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Lots.
Next, the final beer.
Yeah. What are we having next?
We're having
What's the next?
Durfast something.
Durfire something.
Durfire something. We'll find out in just a second.
Yeah, we really like Blitzers Best. Anyway, the final beer turns out to be called Durgruns Hellfire. No one really knows who Durgrund is, but apparently this is a bursting with British hops golden IPA. Warming yet refreshing, fruity, aromatic, and very Moorish. Makes your beard grow, sets your runes aglow.
It's the final beer. We're 3 beers in. You ready, Gary, for Durgruns Hellfire?
Very excited about Durgruns Hellfire. It's a Chaos Dwarf on it.
Right, so this is Durgruns Hellfire. It's a beer.
That definitely looks like a dwarf that's gone a bit wrong.
It does look a bit Chaos Dwarfy, doesn't he? Is that what he's meant to be? No. I mean, it's not. The Chaos Dwarves don't use those.
The writing, the runes look
normal dwarfy.
Normal dwarf. Again, that sounds Chaos Dwarf.
No, the one that you were just playing in your 5th edition tournament and kept on killing people. The flame barrel cannon thing that they used to have. Golden IPA. There you are.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's an IPA. Yeah.
A little bit similar to the second one.
It's much hoppier. The second one was like fruity and floral, like it said on the ball. But this one sets my runes aglow and makes my beard grow. Gary, you have a beard. Are you feeling it grow?
It's at least doubled since I've started. I'll be a full-fledged dwarf in no time. Very Moorish, it says.
Very Moorish. Proving that by being halfway through it after about 20 seconds. We should probably say things like, this is a deep amber in colour, but it's the colour of fucking beer, isn't it?
I like the colour of beer. So whenever I see a beer, I'll go, yeah, that's a lovely colour.
That's sort of
beer.
brown.
Yeah.
Well, we've got better at the whole beer reviewing thing as this has gone on, but not much better. As our runes were set aglow, we played a final game, Orcs versus Angry Boys again, but this time with the short edges of the board so I could lose in a new and interesting way. Let's see what we thought of the final beer. Okay, Gary, so we've reached the end of 4 beers. How is Durgruns Hellfire?
Yeah, I really like it. It's good. Yeah, it's a nice ale. It's the most flavourful of the 3 golden ones.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's got more flavour.
It's got that proper like modern IPA American sort of tangy hoppy taste. What would you rate it out of 5?
This is a 4.
3 out of 5 for the Troll Brew. Boring.
Yeah, it's just an average beer. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah.
4 out of 5 for both the tasty but not stout ones, and then 5 out of 5 for Blitzers Best because Blood Bowl and Stout.
Yeah. Which is not because it's Blood Bowl, it was the tastiest beer. Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't just completely swayed by it being the Blood Bowl beer, just making that clear.
Well, how do you feel after for one of every pint from Bugmans?
Yeah, really good. I would drink more of this one, Blitzers Best, and then in exactly the order that I've rated them. I would drink Blitzers Best all day long. This is nice.
I feel like I could have another if I were in Warhammer World and playing. Would you happily have a 5th beer if you were in Bugman's playing a load of games?
Oh, definitely, yes. I would definitely have another. Actually, it would be questionable, because I'm just drinking this one, would I have another of this or switch back a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have another of this. Which was the strongest beer?
That one.
This is the strongest beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for my final beer, I would have another one of those. Just to finish the night.
Yeah.
Did I just rank them by alcohol consumption?
Yes. No, I think the stout is slightly weaker than the 6X.
Right,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and this one.
Yeah, I pretty much liked them all in order of alcohol levels, except for the final 2, which were evil pegging. But one's Blood Bowl themed, so it got the perk. Yeah.
So there we go. Gary might have accidentally rated them in order of alcohol content, but to be honest, I kind of agree. Any of the last 3 are good enough for me. I'd lean slightly more towards the Bugman's 6X because it's very light and very tasty, and you feel like you could drink it all day at Warhammer World. But the only one neither of us really liked that much was the Troll Brew. Sorry, Troll Brew. Should have guessed that from the name, really. Anyway, I'm not sure why I'm making this. You can't get them unless you go to Warhammer World. But if you do go to Warhammer World and you fancy a pint, well, maybe now you'll have an idea of what you're getting. Anyway, stay tuned, I guess, for whatever weird merch purchase I make next. Thanks for watching. So if you'd like more stupid reviews, well look, I've only got one and it's the candles, so you should go and watch it. It's probably on that little box right there on the right. Otherwise, click all the buttons, and if you fancy paying our bar tab, then click on the Patreon, the link's in the description below.